I have a story. This is gist time, my lovelies. Like, I want to tell us a story about a time I had traveling disappointments and how I eventually came into the United Kingdom. Okay, so if you're in for this gist, stay with me. Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Oluebube Muoneme, and if you're seeing my face for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so you get to see all my videos. To all my returning subscribers, you all are just the best. Thank you for the love and the support. Okay, so in this video I want to tell us a story about the time I had traveling disappointment and how I came to the UK finally. Okay, so the thing is that my husband has been in the UK since 2016. Okay, and so he came back January 2019 and we had our wedding. Okay, and after our wedding he only stayed like a month, then he traveled back. Okay, and the plan was for me to write my IELTS, write my CBT and get a job while in Nigeria. Okay, so that was the plan. And so after our wedding, you know, my husband, we just stayed for 1 month. He traveled out. I started my youth service, took my exams, IELTS exam, CBT exam, and luckily for me I passed at once. And then I started processing the visa stuff, you know, while still doing my NYSC. Okay, so my NYSC finished on 5th of March. So the plan was for me to come over to the UK on 21st of March 2020. Okay, but then guys, COVID happened. You know, from that 2019, we've been hearing of COVID happening in China. Before we knew what was happening, it started spreading all over the Europe. It came to around that March 2020. Nigerian government, they placed a ban on international flights. They placed a ban and said that all international travels have been suspended and is to be effected on 20th of March midnight. So it's supposed to start on the midnight of 20th of March. And guys, remember, my traveling date was 21st of March 2020. Okay, so when the Nigerian government released the news, I was optimistic that I will travel, because I'm like, okay, it's starting from midnight 20th of March. I'm supposed to leave early flight 6 a.m. on 21st. That it means that the flight that will take me to UK must have been in the airport on that 20th of March. Okay, so that finally we will get to travel. So I was very optimistic. I started buying all the food stuff, started packing my bag. I was very excited that I'm going to see my husband again since our wedding. Okay, so guys, closer to the traveling date, I did not receive any bad news from the flight I booked. It was actually British Airways, so I did not receive any flight cancellation message at all. So I was very optimistic and in fact so excited. I kept on packing my bags, kept on, you know, getting ready for the travel. Okay, so on 19th of March 2020, that was the day I packed all my luggage. So I gave out all my valuables. Like, I was told not to come to the UK with any clothes or any shoes, just to pick like 3 of them plus the one I'm wearing. Okay, so I gave out everything that I hold so dear to me. I was hoping that I will travel. Okay, and I booked my flight. I booked the domestic flight that will take me from Asaba Airport to Abuja Airport, because I'm to board from Abuja. So I booked the flight. My sisters, my brothers, they all came, you know, to bid farewell to me as for someone traveling. You know, my friends too, they came, Chocolate and Maxi. They came for me, they helped me, packed everything. Okay, so on the 20th of March, Remember, my traveling date is 21st of March, but I'm supposed to leave Onitsha to Abuja on the 20th of March, so I can be on the plane on the 21st of March. Okay, so on the 20th of March, I proceeded to Asaba Airport with my friends. You see us dancing, rejoicing. So I went to Asaba Airport with my friends and my sister. So the plan was that me and my sister will use flight from Asaba to Abuja. Then my twin brother also said that he wants to see me off from the airport. So he used road transport and carried my food stuff. So he went to Abuja on road transport alongside with my food stuff. Okay. Then my sister and my friends, we proceeded to Asaba Airport. But I'm supposed to board the flight with only my sister and her little baby. So guys, on the morning of that 20th, we are very happy. We went straight to Asaba Airport. My friends were crying. Me too, I cried because I'm going to miss them. Everybody cried. My dad cried. My mom too. You know, they were all going to miss me. Okay, so it was such a tearful moment. So we went to Asaba Airport. There we snapped pictures with my friends, and my flight time, the local flight time, was supposed to be by 2 p.m. That is 14 o'clock hours. So I'm supposed to leave Asaba by 2 p.m. to Abuja. So I will rest and get ready for tomorrow's journey. Okay, the main journey. So guys, my friends already left after we finished snapping pictures. I was now waiting to board on the plane. Then around 1:30 p.m. I received a notification. I received a message on my phone. Friends, I opened the message and guess what? My flight was cancelled. I received a shocking message that my flight, the British Airways that I'm supposed to use and go to United Kingdom, that it has been cancelled due to COVID, blah 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 blah, and it is indefinite. Like they don't know when the flight will go. Guys, it tore me man from like I almost fainted. I'm like I was just staring at the message. Thank God my sister was even there, and I was like, sis, can you have a look at this message? She took the phone and read the message and was like, oh my God, this is not true, this is not true. Like, she really felt my pain. She hugged me and started consoling me, telling me that I should not cry, that God knows the best. And mind you, my husband on his own part was already warming up for me. Okay, he already cooked pepper soup for me to eat when I enter UK. So physically, emotionally, and all round, like he's already prepared, waiting for me to enter United Kingdom. He even told all his friends that the wife is finally coming over, and the friends also, they kind of organized mini party, okay, to welcome me. So guys, when this thing happened, I was still at the airport. I called my husband. I told my husband, baby, guess what? My flight has been cancelled. They said the British Airways has been cancelled. They said we are no longer traveling because of this COVID blah 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 stuff. Oh my God. My husband did not know what to say. Like, he was dumbfounded, guys. Oh my God. I can't even explain how he felt. Okay? But at the end of the day, I had to keep the domestic flight ticket open so I can use it some other time. And then me and my sister, we boarded a taxi and we went back home. So on getting to the house, my dad was like, what happened? Man, what happened? I told him that they cancelled the flight. He felt the pain. He felt for me. So I called my mom. I told mom I'm not traveling again. I called my friends. I told them I'm back, and they were all surprised. They were like, oh. So guys, can you believe I stayed for 6 whole months before I eventually traveled to the UK? I remember my brother was already on the road to Abuja because he used I think it's God is good. Yeah, God is good. So I called my twin brother and I told him, bro, see, oh, my flight has been cancelled. I'm no longer coming to Abuja. Oh. He was even the one that suffered it the most because he got to Abuja very late at night, around 11 p.m. at night, and it was raining too. He was even the one that suffered it. Bless him. So guys, finally I told my brother maybe to rest in Abuja for a day or two before coming back. You know, the road was not even in good condition, all the stress. So finally I told him to leave my food stuff there in Abuja because I was still very hopeful that maybe in a month or 2 months time I will travel, so no need coming back with the food stuff again. But guys, we stayed 6 months down. Like, it took up to 6 months before I traveled again. This COVID issue, because I'm supposed to travel that much, it stayed 6 whole months before I could travel. And then again, finally the ban was lifted and Nigerian government said that it will resume all its international travel on 2nd of September 2020. And so I booked my flight again. I booked with Emirates. So on that closer to the 2nd September, around 1st of September 2020, government said that they are still working on the international airports. They are fixing 1 or 2 things and they won't be opening again on 2nd September. They are shifting it to 1 week later. So on 9th September is when they now want to open again. Oh my god, I was already weak. I was already tired of staying at home because throughout that 6 months I was just staying at home. I wasn't like doing anything because I'm already done with my NYSC and I didn't look for job. Okay, and I was hoping that this thing will not last for so long so I can travel and start working because I already got job. I already got job while in Nigeria, NHS, where I'm working through the help of agents. So I got a job while in Nigeria. So I was already exhausted. I really want to travel out. The aviation industry, they announced that they shifted it to 1 week later. That is 9th. Baby girl cannot wait. I wasn't in, at that moment I wasn't in for any of their stories because I was like, maybe on the 9th again they will still shift it backwards. That day on the 1st of September when I heard this, immediately I already had contact of chartered flights operating, so I chatted them up immediately and they told me that they have a flight leaving on the 2nd of September. That is the next day. Okay, the amount was ticket, the amount for the flights was very huge, but I didn't even send. I told my husband that Nigerian people, they're not willing to fly on that 2nd. There are so many stories with the aviation industry, and that I found this company that are doing chartered flight stuff. So my husband said I should book them immediately. So I come book the chartered flights. So I booked the chartered flights. I still wasn't sure if I'm going to travel or not, so I didn't tell some of my friends. I immediately took a flight to Lagos. Then on the 2nd of September, I moved to the airport and I was checked in. That is how I knew that this is serious business, and I started calling some of my friends and started telling them I'm traveling. By morning, 3rd of September, we are all excited for me. Now, so your baby girl come enter flight, come fly, enter Heathrow Airport. I landed in Heathrow Airport on 3rd of September, and my husband was very happy. My husband was very happy that finally we announced together. And guys, this is just my story. All right, thank you for listening. Thank you. Bye bye.